Hi, I'm Dave Cochran, Chief of the Reno Fire Department. Our goal at the Reno Fire Department is to provide the highest level of service to our community, and part of that mission is to be open and transparent with the public. We're producing this video about the Pinehaven Fire so that the public has the complete story about the events that transpired in November 2020. On Tuesday, November 17th, 2020, just after 1 p.m., a fire started on the hillside just south of Pinehaven Road and Sierra Pine Drive.
Battalion 1 on scene. This will be Pinehaven Command. We're at probably 3 to 5 acres wildland and the urban interface behind structures. We're potentially going to be losing structures here in the next few minutes. Stand by.
An estimated 50 apparatus responded immediately, including more than 20 apparatus from the Reno Fire Department. 200 personnel from the departments across northern Nevada, Lake Tahoe, and California also responded. In terms of the response, we hadn't seen a situation like this since possibly the last Collin Fire or the Washoe Drive Fire. This was an extremely dynamic situation. The winds were severe and erratic. In fact, a wind gust of nearly 80 miles per hour was recorded on November 17th. Extreme fire behavior resulted in rapid fire spread and difficult firefighting conditions. The initial response was challenging, not just because of the wind, but because of the weather and approaching storm, the approaching nightfall and darkness, creating additional hazards, and the rain, which, while it helps with firefighting, can also make firefighting conditions hazardous and dangerous. The 512-acre Pinehaven Fire was quite destructive, but it could have been much worse if not for the swift action and teamwork of several responding agencies throughout the region. Thank you again to our regional partners. These responders, along with a number of other entities outside the region, quickly mobilized and worked together to save countless lives and properties endangered by the Pinehaven Fire. Incidents like the Pinehaven Fire require extraordinary effort and resources, and everyone involved worked for a common good. 1,300 homes were evacuated, 5 homes were destroyed, and 3 homes were heavily damaged, while 21 homes suffered minor damage from the fire. Fires like this always provide a harsh reminder of the dangers of wildfire in our community and communities throughout the West. This is a great opportunity for people to evaluate their situation, and the Reno Fire Department can help. And we encourage the community to take advantage of the Reno Fire Department and the resources we have to be prepared for wildfire.
My name is Trey Palmer. I'm the Fire Marshal for the Reno Fire Department, and I am going to summarize the conclusion of the Pinehaven Fire. We've had a regional team of fire investigators working to determine the cause of the Pinehaven Fire since prior to its containment on November 20th. During a typical fire investigation, we first determined the area of origin by reading burn patterns, interviewing witnesses, and analyzing pictures and video. Once we finalize the area of origin, we then process the scene and determine all possible heat ignition sources. Burn patterns, captured images, and witness statements conclude that this fire started in the ravine just south of the Pinehaven dead end. Data produced by NV Energy and video evidence indicated an electrical arc occurred on the power line just west of the general area of origin at 1:01 p.m. on November 17th. The question that delayed the conclusion of this report is what caused that electrical arc. A satellite image presented to us that was time-stamped 1 p.m. indicated heat on the ground in the area of origin, which also indicated that there may have been a fire prior to that arc. But further research with NASA indicated that that satellite image actually was a 5-minute window that occurred between 1 and 1:05. This means the true image actually reflects evidence of fire before 1:05 p.m., not 1 o'clock. Video surveillance from the parking garage of the Silver Legacy shows no smoke on the hillside prior to 1:01 p.m. The video shows a high voltage electrical arc flash at 1:01 p.m. At 1:02 p.m., smoke is first sighted immediately east of the arc. At 1:03 p.m., the horizontal spread of the smoke shows the quick spread of the fire down the eastward slope, and we receive our first 911 call by a lady walking her dog on the hill. At 1:05 p.m., smoke covers the entire hillside. Through fire patterns, video surveillance, and witness information, our lead investigator and the investigation team was able to determine that the campfire, firearms use, and incendiary causes are possible, but not likely. No evidence was found indicating fire prior to the arc. Based on fire dynamics, fire patterns, video surveillance, photos, and witness information, it is our professional opinion that this fire started in the drainage from an arc event in the overhead power lines caused by an extraordinary wind conditions. The high voltage arc event would be sufficient to ignite the lightweight fuels below, with the high winds contributing to the rapid rate of fire spread. The Pinehaven Fire is a good reminder to be fire safe at all times.